students. I want to read to you today the story of Daniel Inouye, a World War II hero and senator. I want to read this story in honor of Asian Pacific Island Heritage Month, which we're going to be honoring in May. And let's go ahead and get started. This book was written by Jennifer Mariano Walters and illustrated by Scott R. Brooks. It's a looks book, which was done by Red Chair Press Publishing. Nisei. Daniel K. Inouye was born on September 7, 1924 in Honolulu, Hawaii. Daniel's parents had moved to the U.S. from Japan, and that made Daniel a Nisei, a person born in the United States or Canada whose parents were Japanese immigrants. Hawaii was a territory of the United States until 1959. There's a picture of them on the beach in Honolulu. Honolulu was a state capital, and on Oahu, one of the 6 major islands of Hawaii. Big dreams. Daniel was the oldest of 4 children. His father worked 2 jobs to support the family. Daniel's parents taught him to always honor his country. Young Daniel dreamed of being a doctor. He volunteered for the Red Cross in high school, and he planned to study medicine. But on December 7th, 1941, everything had changed. A surprise attack. That morning, Japanese fighter planes attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor near Honolulu. Japanese planes dropped bombs on American warships, sinking or damaging 19 of them. More than 2,000 U.S. service members and nearly 100 civilians died. Over 1,000 service members were wounded in the surprise attack. Over here, the battleship of the USS Arizona remained submerged in the shallow waters off Pearl Harbor. Nearly 2 million people visited last year. World War II. The next day, the U.S. declared war on Japan and entered World War II. After Daniel graduated from high school, he tried to enlist in the U.S. military, but the U.S. government would not allow Nisei to fight for their country. Daniel enrolled in pre-medical studies at the University of Hawaii instead. At the time, the U.S. government sent more than 100,000 Americans of Japanese descent to internment camps in the western United States. In Hawaii, Japanese Americans had to follow a curfew. Joining the military. In 1943, the U.S. ended its ban on Nisei serving in the military, and Daniel left the University of Hawaii and joined the 442nd Regimental Combat Team. The unit was made up of only Japanese Americans, many of whom had been living in internment camps when they volunteered. The 442nd Regimental Combat Team became the most highly decorated unit of its size in the U.S. history. That means that it received many awards and honors. Bravery in battle. Daniel spent 4 years with the 442nd. The team fought many tough battles in Italy and France. Daniel lost his right arm in one of the battles. When Daniel left the Army in 1947, he received a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart. And in 2000, he also received the Medal of Honor from President Bill Clinton for his bravery. The Medal of Honor is the highest award for valor or bravery that is given to members of the U.S. Armed Forces. Becoming a politician. Daniel married Margaret Awamora in 1948, and he graduated from the University of Hawaii in 1950. And then he went to law school. He became a lawyer in 1953. In 1959, Hawaii became the 50th U.S. state. Daniel was chosen to be one of its first representatives in Congress. And in 1962, he was elected to the U.S. Senate. That made him the first Japanese American ever to serve in the U.S. House of Representatives and the first to serve in the U.S. Senate. a beloved senator. As senator, Daniel helped to develop military sites in Hawaii. He also helped the state build modern transportation, schools, and communication systems. He fought for the rights of Hawaiians, Alaskans, and Native Americans. Daniel's wife, Margaret, died in 2006, and in 2008, he married Irene Hirano. Senator Inouye helped build a strong friendship between the U.S. and Japan. Hawaii's hero. Daniel was still a senator when he died on December 17, 2012, at the age of 88. That makes him the second longest serving member of the U.S. Senate. He is remembered for his heroism and hard work to improve the lives of Hawaiians and Japanese Americans. And that's the end of our story. There's a quick timeline here at the end. I hope you enjoyed learning about Daniel Inouye.